What is up, guys? My name is Doc Bones, but you can call me D. So it was, like I said, it was getting hot in this house. So I just took off my shirt. And then I decided that I probably shouldn't do that for YouTube, so I threw on another shirt. An undershirt. Which initially came off with the original shirt. I don't know why you care about this. Weird people. I don't know why I'm telling you about this. But either way, it was hot, shirt came off, end of story. So yeah, welcome back to Dark Souls. I did move ahead a little bit just so we can kick right into this and see how get farther in. Hopefully we can finish Izalith either now or later. Now would be better though. I said now or later, but I hope we can finish Izalith either in this video or in the next one. And if we're getting close, I'll probably just cut it to a longer video. So, yeah. Here's this thing. Also, the zebra agate necklace that I got was pulling at my chest hole, which I need it to feign manliness. I do, actually, it's just not as much as I'd like. So, here's this boss fight. I hate this fight. It's so... I don't like gimmicky fights. And this one is definitely gimmicky. God damn it, you can't what is that crap? You can't target it, so you can't know where to face. And it just sits there and punches the wall. You have no options, because you can't really run to the other platform. There is a larger platform. Do I have humanity left? I don't think I do. I have one humanity left. That's all I need. This next fight, we've got it. This next fight is it. I don't like gimmicky fights, which is actually kind of the reason I really don't like Izalith, because it's the centipede demon, which you just can't. You have to lure to a different area to fight it. Same with Ceaseless Discharge. You can't just fight it. You have to lure it to an area where you can safely avoid its attacks, as well as not provoke the attacks that really hurt. I don't know if you can hear my cat behind, but he makes weird noises while he's doing stuff at night. So, please pardon him. Okay, your fire should not persist in the air. I'm sorry. I'm calling bullshit again. Like, things like this, it's not really artificial difficulty, but you can consider it as such because it's just... What the fuck? Having fun dancing there? I'm just gonna let you dance, bro. You can dance if you want to. We're gonna leave that there, because I know that can get me in a lot of trouble. I don't want to be in trouble, so I don't really want to lose this channel before I really get it started, so and I don't know the intricacies of that, but I'm not risking anything. In YouTube's copyright stuff, it asks, one of the questions is, were you singing? Actually, I think it may have mentioned that the music, like the karaoke stuff, was going on. The karaoke background, like instrumental music version of the song. I mean, I guess I can't really get in trouble for quoting it, but I really don't want to risk it. So screw it. We're just gonna go in. And we're just gonna run away. This is what I'm talking about. Gimmicky fights. They force you to take damage, or else you're in an unfavorable situation. See, this is what you need for this fight. Oh, no, you don't. This isn't even the item. It's just... So, Solaire's just going to run over here, maybe? No, he's just going to chill out over there in the lava and die. Okay, sweet flip, bro. But Solaire, I'm just gonna stand here and let you do your thing. Oh, you're actually gonna come over here? Okay, so that means the other one's coming over here too. So that, you guys done with your little? Okay, so we're gonna back the heck up. There we go. See, this is what we need. So, you know, I'm sitting here complaining. Ow! The biggest thing I hate about this fight, and a lot of the fights in these games, is that, like, the enemies are just so big, and that's really cool for scale, but then you end up with the fact that, like, the boss fight loses, thanks. The boss fight loses a lot of, like, majesty, because you end up just, like, looking at its feet. Thank you, the orange shard ring. Right then off, right? You can get back up on land, my friend. You see the orange charred ring, to make it like more balanced and worth my while, I feel like it should have nullified the damage of the lava and isolate release. Could you not? But all it does is, I mean, it reduces the damage pretty significantly, but it's still not enough. Like, the lava, you know what, let's actually go ahead and equip it, that way we're not. The fuck was that? So, we've got the orange shard ring on so that we can, oh, it's like spitting on his arm? That's weird. Anyway, we've got the orange shard ring on so we can actually fight him in the lava. And you see, you do take damage, but it's just... Wow, it's actually a lot less than I remember. So, but anyway, you have to use it, and you have to walk through the lava for, like, long sections. So there's that done. Centipede Demon done at 9 minutes. Almost beat the lava. Okay, so the other thing is, this area is kind of a pain in the ass to see because of the flare. But where you need to go is this little cave entrance here. And yeah, the next bonfire is kind of a pain in the ass. Oh, I forgot about this.
Why? Why? After all this searching, I still cannot find it. Why? After all this search...
So, I don't know if you remember, but Solaire is looking his son. Not like his child, but like a son to call his own. Like the star in the sky. That's his whole quest. He worships it. I don't really know why he's searching for his son. There's a lot of speculation saying that he is the son of Gwyn. There was a god of the sun who was Gwyn's firstborn son, I think, and he was exiled for something and had his godly powers stripped from him. And there is a lot of speculation and a lot of proof pointing to it being Solaire. But at the same time, there's a lot of people who would contest it and say it's Ornstein. But I don't know. You can save Solaire, by the way. He goes hollow. Like just about every other NPC that you encounter, he goes hollow. But you can save him. Yeah, you just, well, I don't don't know if you can really consider it saving, because rather than finding the sun or something that can equate to the sun, I don't know what to say. He finds something that he can equate to the sun, and he puts it on his head. It's called a sunlight maggot. It's a weird bug that glows. I knew what you were. And we're gonna have to deal with that. We are gonna go handle him because he's our friend. He's been with us since the very beginning, and he will always be with us. Forever and always. So, no matter how doofy the NPCs are, like in combat when you summon them, they're really not bright. However, their personalities when you talk to them are very charming. And they're just very interesting characters. No character is in this game that is just kind of meh. They're all very vibrant and interesting characters that have a lot of story and a lot of background to them. No characters here in Lordran is here just to be here in Lordran. They all have a quest or a journey or something. Most of them fail it. And everyone is doomed to become hollow at some point. At least that's kind of... It's a depressing thing about this game. I know it's this one, but I don't know which door it is. So there is a secret... There we go. There's a bonfire in here. Yeah, I think we're gonna get to the deity. We are gonna... There is a way we're gonna use to beat the gimmicky boss that I hate so much. So I am going to do that. Just because I don't like the gimmicky bosses, unless they're like a really cool gimmick, which this one is not. It's really cool in like theme and like ideal, but when you actually execute it, it's just a really lame boss fight. That ends up being way more complicated than it really ever needed to be, because I spent so long trying to figure out the Bed of Chaos, and I just couldn't do it. Until I had a friend explain it to me. Well, I say a friend explained it to me, and I mean me and a friend actually did the fight together. And basically had to get into the positions you have to be in, the positions you have to get to, and then just destroyed the pieces sequentially. So rather than like having a boss fight where you actually fight a boss, basically the Bed of Chaos is this creature, it is the Witch of Islip, or was the Witch of Islip, that has fallen to the flame or has become the Chaos Fire, which is what is giving all these things life. At least I think it is. I don't actually know what the deal with Islip is anymore. I'm really unfamiliar with the lore now, and that makes me fairly sad, but that is part of the reason we've been playing these games. I would like to catch myself back up on the lore, because they are bringing back several characters already from what I've seen on from this game to the third one, and I'd like to remember everything and be in touch with everything again. So we're just going to ignore the statues because they're just annoying. Oh shit, look at this thing. I don't know if we can kill you easily. Oh, heck yeah we can. Okay. You die easy. You weird octo vacuum thing. I don't even know what you are. I don't even want to know what you are. We don't care. We are going to the boss, and we're getting out of this place, because it's fucking hot. Nice try. We're on a roll here, guys. I have faith in us. Ooh. Sorry, Kirk. You fell for that one. Ah, he's dead, Jim. Wait, where did his head go? He's dead, Jim. So it's actually kind of funny, now that I think about it. So, the title channel, Doc Bones, what I go by, is in reference to my name. My full name is DeForest. Or my first name. I don't know if I'm comfortable enough to give you guys my last name yet, unless you already know it, and that's cool. So, my first name is DeForest, and I was named after an actor from Star Trek. Some of you, if there are older viewers, might recognize the actor's name. He was the actor who played Dr. Bones in the original Star Trek series. And, we're actually just we're gonna do this. No, we're not! Okay, see, this is why you do it. You use that technique to, because all of the, like, tiles come back when you do it, but the things don't. It's a really stupid boss fight, you'll see. I promise you, it's a really stupid boss fight. It's kind of like the Shrine of Storms in Demon Souls, if you played that. The final boss to that was really gimmicky, but at the same time really cool, because you've got this unique sword that would call down lightning storms on this giant beast, and it was just really cool. Whereas this one's just like, I'm gonna run through, and I'm gonna break some branches, and I'm gonna get hit by broom hands. But anyway, like I was saying, the actor was DeForest Kelley. He played Doc Bones in the original the original Star Trek series. Sorry, I blanked it. So to be invaded by Kirk, and I know Kirk is not exclusive to Star Trek, but it's just kind of ironic. I didn't actually think about it until right there. I wish I had before. I feel like that could have been made for some cool video titles. Some amusing video titles, not necessarily cool. I don't know if liking Star Trek is still cool. I know Star Wars is the big thing right now. There's a new Star Trek movie coming out. I'm super excited. And I know this is going to make me lose the one subscriber I have. I actually prefer Star Trek to Star Wars for no particular reason. I wasn't like raised on either one independently because I was raised on both. My parents are nerds and they raised nerds. So I do like them both. It's just something about Star Wars and Space Wizards. And, see, broom hands. It's so lame. It's just, nah. It's not really a fight. It's not a fight, I should say. That's what I don't like about it. Is it's more like, again, a boss level. And boss levels are fine, but don't give it a health bar. There's no need for it to have a health bar. I hate ragging on this game. I really do, because it is a beautifully designed game. It's got a brilliant story and amazing NPCs and an incredibly tragic story, actually. But at the same time, there are things that are just poorly designed, and every game has that. Every game has things that are just kind of poorly designed. But I could understand making something like this. Come on, don't do it. Okay, I can understand making something like this more like an optional area, or something you could bypass, but you can't. It's just this area you are forced to go through because you need the Lord's. That's the thing, is it's actually entirely required. This is a key point of the game because the thing we're fighting right now is one of the Lord's Souls. It's one of the things we need to beat the game, to open the door to go fight Gwyn. However, it's stupid. Like, I wanted each of those fights to be very climactic and very cool. And, to be honest, except for, like, No, they're all pretty cool, except for this one. This one's just lame. It's gimmicky, and I don't like gimmicks. It's like, so there's an example of a gimmick done right, though. So, Seath the Scaleless has an immortality crystal, right? So he doesn't take damage until you destroy the crystal. Stop! That is the thing I hate. Out of everything in this fight, it's just that stupid, like effortless, just uninterested swat that kills you. And I realize it's killing me, not you. I'm sorry that you guys got through it just fine. You played the game. You probably got it on your first try every time. But like with me, that stupid swat puts me on tilt because it looks so effortless. When enemies kill me with attacks that are like look like they're forcing themselves to do it, not like forcing themselves to do it, but when they're like forcing the attack and doing like putting a lot of energy and effort into it, I don't feel so bad about dying to it. Unless it's like got a huge wind up and then I feel bad because like I got caught by it. But this thing, for one, it's a pyromancer. Like, why is it just swiping it? I'm going to complain about the pyromancies too, because the pyromancies are even more effortless than the swipe, because it just brings up pillars of fire everywhere. Like, I feel like the Witch Idol could have been a really, really cool fight if you made her kind of like Quelaag and Quaylon, but just kind of a more extreme version, which she kind of is in being rather than a spider, she's gone to a tree with multiple limbs and things. And you could kind of see how Quelaag and Quaylon might go that way with a bit of imagination. But at the same time, it's just... it doesn't make sense. Why does the Chaos Flame turn her into a tree? And the other thing is, like, the actual thing you end up killing is really lame. Like, the moment you get down to the actual boss, it ruins the entire fight. Stop it. Stop with the broom hands. Are you just like you're swatting? I mean, I understand we're basically a bug to this thing, but like, it's such a stupid fight. It's such a stupid fight. It is the... Please tell me we can move. We can do our flips. No, we can't. Screw it. We're going to the baking zombies. We're going to the baking zombies if we can. There's the other thing that bothers me. Is the biggest thing that bothers me about this fight is, for one, you know, like I've said it plenty of times, you're probably tired of hearing it now, is that it's effortless. But the second part is you can't really build resistances. Because of the way it does damage, because of the way it throws you around into pits, by the way. Another thing that's extremely annoying in boss fights is areas that you could just fall into. Like with the Iron Golem, it has the edges. Now the edges are fun because you're very aware of the edges. But the fact that it can pick you up and then just throw you off the edge is annoying. And I understand there's going to be a lot of people who are like, oh, well, this is Dark Souls, it's supposed to be challenging. But there's a difference between challenging and unfair. Dark Souls, as a game, is challenging. But there are bosses who have unfair mechanics. Like this one. This entire boss is just an unfair mechanic. Because you can't build armor. Wearing armor into this fight is a detriment because it'll be slower. And it'll hit you for just about the same amount of damage it's doing to me. And it's still going to throw you around. You can't block it. it's you have to rely on being agile here, which means you're forced again to build one way, which is something that people don't like in games. Being forced to build a specific path is. There's nothing I could have done there. There was absolutely nothing. I could not have seen that attack coming. We're 26 minutes in. We started this fight, and I'm finishing this. I don't even know. Armor broken. The lava does damage to armor. Of course it does. It's lava. That makes sense, I guess. But at the same time, this is why we hate this area. This is like, might as well be like having an area in Dark Souls, right? Before Dark Souls 2's nice travel system, and before however Dark Souls 3 wants to do it, this is like having an area coated in an acid that damages your equipment and hurts you without enemies that offer good amounts of souls, because these things are 450 souls each. 450. That's enough to repair my weapon. But at the same time, it's not enough for me to continue to fight through it. Right? It's like in Seath's fight. Seath has curse. He does curse, and that is it is an annoying mechanic. Because I've told you how curse works. After the bar fills up, you die. First off, you just die. And then you are forced down to half health while you're cursed. There's nothing you can do about it until you get a purging stone. Now there's an enemy outside of his arena that drops purging stones as a semi-rare drop, but that's just not something I should be forced to have to do. I should not. Okay, so now here's where it gets bullshit, because that second strand is severed, which means its other scythe arm comes out, which also makes the firestorm start. Now, we have to get into that thing. Watch. We'll try to make it back, and we're not going to do it. We're going to die. And that's okay. I don't mind that. I do mind that, actually. That is so stupid. It's such a stupid boss fight. I'm glad they wised up a bit in Dark Souls 2, and I hope they do it in 3. There better not be another stupid-ass boss like this in 3. So a lot of people actually prefer Dark Souls, or prefer this Dark Souls to Dark Souls 2, and although I can understand, I really was unimpressed with Dark Souls 2 the first time I played it, compared to this one. But I came from this one into Dark Souls 2. I'm now realizing that Dark Souls 2 is a lot less challenging. It is, well, that's not true. It's challenging for its own reasons. But, there's no gimmick fights. None that I can think of right now, at least. There's no, like... No, yeah, there's no gimmick fights. There's no fights where you're running around a room destroying pillars or destroying objects so you can run through the middle of it and kill a bug. So the last sinner, which is the boss that actually holds the soul of the Witch of Izalith in Dark Souls 2, is a much more interesting fight than this. Even in New Game Plus, when it brings out the... in New Game Plus, the Lost Sinner gets pyromancers. 2 of them. Come out and help her. She can. That's more interesting, and honestly a lot more fair than this. This is just... It monotonous. It's repetitive and boring. And I'm actually fairly confident in saying this. This might actually be the last time I play this Dark Souls, but this is actually really stupid. This is really dumb. I forgot how... This actually really hurts to say, but I forgot how poorly designed a lot of these are. They were given a lot of attention towards appearance and lore, and I appreciate that. Except for this fight. This fight looks stupid. It is not fun. It doesn't make sense as to why it turned into this. To be honest, the Ceaseless Discharge makes more sense to be the Witch of Islip for what it is. We're at 32 minutes. This is 32 minutes. This episode has been a lot of me raging about this boss, but with that I am kind of just hoping to get this done and taken care of. That way I don't have to deal with it again. And I am probably going to rage again about Seath. It's the curse is pretty rough, but I'll buy the curse. I'll prepare for it though. I can prepare for Seath. I can prepare for Nito and his hordes of skeletons. I can prepare for the Four Kings. Oh yeah, see, there's the other thing. Now it's just firestorms. This is the stupid shit I'm talking about. They make you jump over an area in a game that does not have a rigid jump mechanic. It's reliant upon you running and then rolling. No, because this is a solid thing, and because I'm actually not finding myself having as much fun as I once did from these challenges, and I think it's partially because I've played through other Souls games and I understand that they can give me the same kind of challenge without being unfair. And playing this again, I appreciate the difficulty that games like Bloodborne brought in. So, Bloodborne added difficulty to bosses you've already fought by giving them all the defense. And that's fine. That's, as much as I complained about it while dealing with it, like the Watchdog of the Old Lords, or, you know, that's actually the biggest one that gave me trouble, the Watchdog of the Old Lords, in the Chalice dungeons. And, I complained about it because I thought it was just kind of a cheap way to make a boss more difficult. But you, at the same time, you can prepare for that. You can build arm. You can understand that you're going to be facing off against something that does elemental fire damage or elemental blood or whatever, and you can build for it. Whereas here, sure, I can do fire resistance, and sure, I can do whatever I want to help me take those damage. Fuck nuts. Here's the other thing, is you can't even, like, relish in your victory, right? Because of this crap. You can't just be like, yes, I got you, now I can take it slow and fight my way through. And see, this is the fucking thing doing it all. That is the Witch of Isaac. That is what it is. It doesn't make any sense. It's a stupid boss fight, and it's really dumb. And it is unsatisfying to beat. And I think that's the biggest thing for me, is that when you beat it, rather than feeling, yes, I beat a boss, I'm just like, I cannot believe it took me that long. It took me 37 minutes to get through and beat this thing. 37 minutes to get through and beat a boss where all you had to do was run to the left and break a pillar, run to the right, break a pillar, jump across, run through some branches, and hit a bug. That is literally the boss fight. There is skill involved, because there is dodging, and I've seen people do this fight without getting hit, but, like, it's just not a fulfilling boss fight. And an example of a gimmicky boss fight against a massive enemy that's supposed to make you feel small, for instance, is in Demon Souls. I don't know what went different from Demon Souls to this, but in Demon Souls there's a boss fight against the Dragon God, and that's as much of a gimmick as you can get, because you have to pin him to a wall before you can even do anything, and his breath damages you because he's a god and his breath is so hot that it does damage. So the first part of the fight is you're running past his fist. He's just trying to punch you because you're insignificant. And then you pin him to the wall with these giant ballistas, basically. And it's kind of the same concept. It's go to the left, hit the ballista, pin him to the wall, go to the right, hit the ballista and pin him to the wall. But even after that, it's not just run to the middle, hit a thing and it dies. It's run to the middle and still fight the dragon god because he's still a fucking god. And it felt awesome to kill him. It actually made me feel like I was killing a god. Whereas this, you're fighting one of the more, technically a god. The Lord Souls are godly powers in these worlds, and this is what it amounts to, is a bug that's growing a living tree that breathes fire, basically. That's what it is. And rather than getting to fight it, and, like, basically, you could have done it in so many other ways, but instead you give us a frickin' gauntlet of pits and fire. Make that the level, not the boss. I'm sorry. I'm mad. I am upset that something that I loved so much is kind of... I'm kind of seeing things without the rose-colored glasses now. And, not liking what I see, but we're still going to finish it for you, because I still like the series. And up until this point, I've been having fun, and I'm intending to have fun onward as well. Because I did say that Lost Izalith was a pain in the ass. Yeah. So, thank you all for watching. Thank you all for dealing with my crap and my deaths and my horrible... my lack of skill. That's what I should be saying, not my horrible skill, but my lack of skill. And yeah, thank you very much for watching. I wouldn't be here if it weren't for you. I know there's some of you who probably think that's a bad thing, in fact, or it would be a good thing if I weren't here doing these videos, because they're not funny, they're not really informative. Somebody's beat me to the punch on everything I'm doing here. Even the rage. I'm certain somebody else has raged about these exact same things. But now I'm doing it. Now it's my video, and it's my content for you. And it's for a specific reason, and this part's done, and we're moving on. Breathe in, breathe out, move on. That's the way to move on. That's the way to get over things and deal with problems, or that I use, is just breathe in, breathe out, move. I know it's a Jimmy Buffett song, but it's something my dad always taught me, and he's a big Jimmy Buffett fan. So thank you once again, Dad, for being my guiding light and my key to victory here. So, if you liked the video, go ahead and give me a like. If you didn't like it, I didn't like it, go ahead and feel free to give me a dislike. If you want to see me rage out more about this game and the other games to come, please subscribe. It'd be cool to have you come back. there should be a linked playlist with the rest of the videos up to this point. We're on to like 17 at this point. We're getting there. We're getting pretty far in. So yeah, whatever you're doing tonight, tomorrow, whenever, I hope you have a wonderful time. And I'll see you later. Bye.